right now I will going for introduction. First, A1 Malaysia acts as the leading retail chain in the country and focus mainly on hypermarket, supermarket and department store business. A1 primarily sell groceries, fashion wear, electronics, household needs, and lots more in a wide variety. As part of the business mode, the company provides not only one stop but also products at varying price level, affordable merchandise and quality product with both physical store and e-commerce platform. The company also aims to continue its business through and multi-channel retail strategy.
My name is Muhammad Ikram bin Ishaq. Today I'm going to explain about the usage of each category of ratios. So the first one is liquidity ratios. Liquidity ratio is the ability of the firm to meet its short-term obligation. For example, resources to pay creditors. Failure to this will result in failure in business. Second one is debt ratios. It measures the degree of a firm activity supported by creditor debt of borrowings. Indicator whether the company use more debt financing or equity financing. The third one is asset management efficiency ratios. It measures how well firm use, manage their asset effectively in generating sales and collect account receivable. And finally, the last one is profitability ratios. It measures the ability of a firm to earn profit over a period, act as a critical success factor. So what is current ratio and good ratio? Current ratio measures a company's ability to pay off its short-term liabilities with its short-term asset. It provides general sense of liquidity and financial health. The quick ratio is stricter measure of liquidity. It excludes less liquid assets like inventory and prepaid expenses to focus on assets that can be quickly converted to a cash or liquid asset. Next, we're going to look at liquidity ratio, which is current ratio. The formula is current ratio, current asset divided by current liability. So for the year 2022, we got the current asset of Aeon is RM953968 and the current liabilities are 1,920 and 061. We take RM953968 and divided by RM1920 and 061 and we will get the answer 0.4949 times as the answer for the year 2022. Next, for the year 2023, we got the current asset of Aeon is RM769193 and the current liabilities are RM149953 and we take the RM953 and 968 and we divided by RM1499531. We will get 0.51 as the answer for the year of 2023 for the Aeon. So for the analysis, Aeon current ratio of 0.59 times indicate that it had only 49 cents of current asset for every RM1 ringgit of current liability. This is below the ideal benchmark of 1.0, suggesting potential liquidity issues in meeting short-term obligation. The current ratio is improved slightly to 0.51 in 2023. This indicates Aeon had 51 cents of current asset for every RM1 ringgit of current liabilities, while the ratio is still below 1.0. The marginal increase reflects a slight improvement in liquidity. So next, for the current ratio, the formula is current asset minus prepaid expenses and then minus again by inventories and divided by current liabilities. For the year 2022, we got the current asset of RM953,698 and then minus by 15,370 ringgit as the prepaid expenses and then minus again by inventories, which is RM605479 and lastly divided by current liabilities, which is 1,920 and 061 and the answer is 0.17 times. Then for the year of 2023, we got the current asset of 769,193 ringgit and minus by 7762 ringgit as the prepaid expenses and minus again by inventories, which is RM553375, and then lastly divided by current liability, which is 1499531, and the answer is 0.14 times. So for the analysis, Aeon had RM 17 cent of highly liquid asset cash receivable for every RM 1 ringgit of current liabilities. This indicates a significant liquidity constraint as the ratio is well below the ideal benchmark of 1.0, suggesting reliance on inventory or other non-liquid asset to meet obligation. As for 2023, the quick ratio declined further to 0.14 in 2023. This reflects even greater liquidity challenge compared to 2022, driven by a reduction in liquid asset.
So next, we go to debt ratios. Formula for debt ratio is equal total debt divided by total assets. For year 2023, total debt is 336,451 and divided by 5,223,543 equal 0.644 or 64.4%. So for the analysis is Aeon Co.BHD used almost 64.4%, which is financed by debt and remaining using 35.6% equity compared to 2022. For the year 2022, 3,619,295 divided by 5,426,323 equal to 0.667 or 66.7%. So, for the analysis, year 2023, Aeon Co.BH used almost 66.7%, which is financed by debt and remaining using 33% equity. Alright, second is to calculate time interest earned equal EBIT divided by interest expense. For the year 2023, 193,938 plus 105,613 divided by 105,613 and equal 2.836. For the analysis, in 2023, Aeon can cover interest charge 2.836 times less than 2023. For the year 2022 is 211,468 plus 114,700. 781 divided by 140,781 and equal 2.842. For the analysis is in 2022, Aeon can cover interest charge 2.842 times more than year 2000.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Pemilika Bimasan and I am from the AB First B. My ID number is SIB 23070299. So right now I'm going to talk about my part is section C, asset management evaluation ratio. Right now we are going to first which is inventory turnover ratio. It is the measure of how quickly a company sells its inventory. Formula for inventory turnover. Sales is inventory. So the formula is COGS have divided by average closing inventory. For year 2023, inventory turnover is 4,129,038. You must divide by in brackets 553,375 plus with 654,7 and 69 in brackets, and you must divide by 2. You got the answer is 7.13x. For analysis is for 2023, Aeon is sending over its inventory 7 times a year or approximately once every 2 months depending on the industry and products category. This could be seen as either efficient or needing improvement. In year 2022, inventory turnover is 4,141,064, and you must divide by 605,479, and you got the answer is 7.8x. And the summary for this record is Aeon record that is implies that Aeon Malaysia turned over its inventory 7 times during the year, or approximately once every 1.7 months. Right now we are going to second, which is average collection period, days sales outstanding. It means how fast the firm can collect its debt once every 1.7 months. Right now we are going to second, which is average collection period, days sales outstanding. It means how fast the firm can collect its debt. Formula for average collection period is account receivable you must divide by credit sales and divide by 360 because it's per year. For year 2023, average collection period you have to calculate like this: 54,987 plus with 3,662 divide by 1,139 period. You have to calculate like this: 54,987 plus with 3,662 divide by 1,139,038, and you must divide by 360. You got the answer is 5.11. So it means like 5 days. This means that on average it will take Malaysia approximately 5 days to collect payment for its credit customer. We're going to year 2022. Average collection period. The first is account receivable 2022. Average collection period. The first is account receivable 51,122 plus with 2,251, and you must divide by 4,141,094. You must divide by 350, and you got the answer is 4.46, and we calculate as a 5 day. So the summary is collection period in 2022. This means that on average, Aeon Malaysia would take approximately 5 days to collect payment from its customer in 2022. Right now we are going to the last, which is total asset turnover. The meaning for total asset turnover is measure how effective the firm use total asset to generate sales. The formula for total asset turnover is sales divided by total asset. For year 2023, if given sales that 4,129,038 and total asset 5,523,543, and you must divide, and you got the answer is 0.79. That means for every 70 cents of asset, Malaysia generated 70 cents in sales in 2023. In year 2022, sale is 4,141,094. In year 2022, sale is 4,141,094, and total asset is 5,436,333, and you must divide, and you got the answer is 0.76x. This means that every 76 cents of asset in Malaysia generated 76 cents Malaysia ringgit in sales in 2022, which is quite impressive and also dynamic. Okay, that's from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hamzah Taufik bin Abdul Syawal. So I will present about profitability ratios. So the first one is operating profit margin. Explain that ability of firm to generate operating through profit from sales. So the formula is EBIT divided by sales for year 2023. The final answer is 7.25%. The analysis show that an operating profit margin of 2023 is 7.25%, means that the company earns 7.25 cents operating profit for every 1 ringgit in revenue before deducting interest and taxes. So for final answer for year 2022, they got 7.88%, The analysis showed that the operating profit margin for 2022 is 7.88%, means that company earns 7.88 cents in operating profit for every 1 ringgit in revenue, and more than latest year. The next one is net profit margin. So net profit margin explains the ability of firm to generate net profit from sales. The formula says that net available income to CES divided by sales. So show that the year of 2023, the final answer is 2.78%. The analysis show that the net profit margin for 2023 is 2.78, and means that for every 1 ringgit in revenue, the company earns approximately 2.78 cents in profit after all expenses, taxes and interest are deducted. For 2022, the final answer is 2.68. Show that analysis show that the net profit margin for 2022 is 2.68%, indicate an even thinner profit. This suggests the company retains 2.68 cents for every 1 ringgit in revenue. Is return on assets or ROA. Explain the ability of firm to generate net profit from total asset. The formula is net available income to CS divided by total asset. So the final answer for year 2023, 2.2%. Analysis show that the return on asset for year 2023 is 2.2%, which is slightly higher than year 2022. Means the company generate 2.2 cents in profit for every 1 ringgit of assets. For year 2022, the final answer is 2.05 cents, 2.05%. Analysis show that the return on asset for year 2022 is 2.05%, means the company earns 2.05 cents for every RM 1 ringgit of assets. And the last one is return on equity. Explain the ability of firm to generate net profit from equity. The formula is net available income to CS divided by total equity. For the year 2023 is 6.18%, which means the company generate 1.80 cent, 18 cent in profit for every 1 ringgit of shareholder. And for year 2022, the last answer is 6.16%. A return on equity for the year 2022, which is lower than previous year, is 6.16%. Mean the company earns 6.16 cents profit for every 1 ringgit of shareholder equity. So that's all from me. Thank you.
For the recommendation, cash reserve by practicing better cash flow, management reducing non-essential spending, and deferring discretionary investment. Account receivable automation, speed up collection by granting tighter credit or by offering discount for early settlement. This will enhance the level of liquid asset. Decrease short-term liabilities, arrange for longer payment term with supplier or restructure short-term debt into longer-term debt to ease the immediate stress of liquidity. And the last one is additional financing. Establish a line of credit or short-term loan that are provided in the event the liquidation of the business may be needed to satisfy obligation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, lastly, for the conclusion, going forward, Aeon should focus on strengthening its profitability through cost reduction strategies and diversification of revenue streams. Besides this, the effective use of technology in rationalizing inventory and enhancing the management of receivable could consolidate its position in the market. With such a strategic orientation in place, Aeon will ensure increased shareholder value and continue growth under conditions of rivalry in retail. Thank you.